It's not easy. It's not intuitive either to hit skee ball. It's not easy. It's not something that anyone can just walk in and do. Every year, though, there's always some guy coming in, oh, I'm the best at this, I'm the best, I'm so good, I'm so good. And then you show them, and they realize, oh, I'm not that good, actually. I think if I'm on my game, I can beat any roller in the country. I can beat anybody. I know I can do that. The main prize for me is the cream jacket. That's the rollers tournament. That's what measures really good rollers from the rest. In Austin, my wife, all of her friends were moving away, and we said we need to join something to get more friends. Her cousin said, hey, did you hear about the skee-ball league starting up? And I said, no. And like, you want to be a part of our team? I was like, yeah, totally. And so that's how we started. What's great about this game is that you can drink. You can enjoy beer as you're rolling. To keep me level is I'll drink like beer after beer after beer after beer, and it doesn't affect me at all. Throughout the whole process, we've met and made so many different people and made some lifelong friends. And, you know, I wouldn't know what we would have done without skee-ball, to be honest.
In early 2009, I had the first sign-up party for the first season of Austin Skee-Ball. And Roy and Rachel signed up with a friend, and they weren't the best right off the bat. I want to say about halfway through the first season, something clicked in Roy.
I was actually a little bit better than he was when we started. And so I think in the beginning, he was like, oh, Rachel's kind of good at this. I want to get better at this.
Secretly, I searched online, scoured Craigslist to find a skee-ball lane to buy for ourselves. And we found one and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced until my back was jello and my legs were shaking and I'm sweating, and through just sheer volume and sheer just will, I got better.
He just took it to another level, like that no one else took it to, and became like one of the top rollers, and everyone knew that when Austin took home the national crown, it was going to be Roy who took it home.
He gets up there, and I mean, he is a machine. Sometimes if we're rolling together, I'll rub my dollar on his arm in hopes that it'll absorb a little bit of that before I put it in the machine, but it usually doesn't work. Yeah.
The idea is to be consistent, and so if you're a good 40 roller or a 50 roller, you're going to be winning more times than not. I remember my father telling me I was a kid and I was watching Wimbledon, and I forgot who won. I said, oh, he must be really happy he's getting all this money. The prize money, and he said, they don't care about the money, they care about the trophy. That's what they care about. I care about the trophy and being labeled the best, and that to me is very important. So it's only been about 4 or 5 rollers who've won the cream jacket. And I never won one, Austin never won one. I want to be a national champion.
From Austin, Texas, Brewbacca champion, Brewbacca.
It was neck and neck for the most part, and so I'm rolling, and I miss a couple of balls. I said, "Oh God!" And so I turn back just to reset, and they're like, "Get a hundo, get a hundo." And it goes in, and then it double clutches. And sometimes these machines are old. You know, they're not the best condition, and I hit it really hard, and sometimes when you do that, it kind of double clutches and the score changes. And so instead of having it registering as 100, it registers as a 150.
Most of the Austin rollers were all standing in front of the stage watching him roll, and we didn't realize either. You know, you're so into it and you want them to win and you're all cheering and you're not really adding in your head.
I was jumping up and down screaming. He couldn't hear me over everyone else who thought that the score was correct, yelling, thinking that he had the game in the bag. And when it quieted down, I didn't yell anymore because I completely thought, it's Roy. He knows what the score is. He knows that that's the wrong score. So I'm not gonna break his concentration right now. I'm gonna keep quiet because he knows. And then when he went for the wrong pocket, I realized that he didn't.
But everyone's going crazy, and I said, oh, I got this, and I thought I won.
That was the hardest thing, one of the hardest things I ever had to do was to walk up on that stage and tell him, no, the score was wrong.
But then the realization comes in, reality sets in, they tell me you lost, the lane is counted, and you lost, and that's it.
I just remember getting on stage and yelling at everybody, and then no one was listening to me, I guess, and so I got a little mad and yelled. An Austin Chronicle reporter labeled it a minor riot, and so I was like, I have to be Minor Riot, so that's been my skee-ball name ever since, pretty much.
He wanted it so badly, and it was so tragic, and everybody was like, what happened? Wait, what's going on? You know, it was devastating.
Because I thought I'd won thing. I thought, this is my year. I'm in Austin, Texas, and with all my crowd, all my people, and I lose in this incredible fashion. And I was going to quit.
I think he would have missed it if he quit, but he didn't, so he just powered through it.
And the next year I lost again in the second round. Again, just another disappointment.
Ladies and gentlemen of Brewski, welcome once again aboard the USS North Carolina. We have come down to the championship match of the 2016 Rollers Tournament. One of these guys is going to be, I believe the term is, disembarking the ship this evening wearing a cream jacket.
The time came, flying in Wilmington, North Carolina, which was a new location in the national championships in the Beeb, and we were playing on a battleship, the USS North Carolina. At this point, I'm emotional. My wife's not here for the first time. She didn't make it up to the trip because she just couldn't make it. She had to teach class.
Because I wasn't going, I thought he's gonna win because I'm not there, and he'll maybe not have me as a distraction.
I'm kind of a shipwreck. I don't know. I was very emotional. I was trying to hold it together. In the finals, I play against Snakes on the Lane, who beat me on that crazy thing that happened to me, miscounting the lane, and I led throughout the entire way.
Snakes on the Lane needs 58 points to tie.
And then we get to the 10th frame, and then he misses, and he misses, and he misses. It was just a really good feeling, and you know, it's just the idea that you're the best at something. There's nothing, no one can take that away from me, and I can say I'm the national champion at skee-ball, and you tell it to people, they're like what? And they, wait, what? And they get this big smile on their face. You're a national champion at skee-ball? Like, How?
It was something that he deserved so much because he's such an excellent competitor that we all cried and there were tears. You know, it was fantastic.
I was so amazingly proud and so like just this feeling of finally like Austin getting its due and this man finally being recognized for like the champion he is.
I love to roll, and that's all I really like to do is just skee ball. And if I can still compete nationally, I'll still compete. And if I'm not good anymore, if my good enough is not good enough, then so be it. I'll still roll, but if I'm just finding myself hating it or I'm not enjoying it anymore, then I'll stop. But I don't see that coming anytime soon.